nice day in summer. I have to talk to Daddy. He'll tell me something important. But certainly a lovely day. The sun is exceptionally bright, and it's suddenly got a lot less pleasant. Burnt out shack. Burnt out recently. Nutritiousness of meat. Meat is life. Even the Ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. The time they killed an enemy in a battle, they tore out the liver and heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the beaten enemy is passed on. But as we are living in a time in which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources. I don't know if I'd say it's nonsensically seen as barbaric, more as sensically seen as barbaric. You don't need to hang around here, horses. You can move somewhere away from the smouldering ruin. Another copy of Nutritiousness of Meat. Enderal. Somebody really likes that book. Oh, hello. Oh, you're magnificent, aren't you? Where are you going? Oh, pass. Hello. And now, imagine I'm going up the hill, but that's Gander over here. Weeping Angel statue. Oh Lord Omega, I can hear you calling. I can feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you I am nothing. Swing on the currents of time. Sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Give to my wife and my child. Deliver me my pains, or from my pains. Bless us with your everlasting mercy. Like quite a zealous man. That's written by Daddy. Sounds like I'm not wearing shoes. Ah, you must be Daddy.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming.
So, how did it go?
Did you find it?
What is this place? Where are we? That's a good question.
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
If you're talking about the book, I found 2 copies of that book, but apparently, no, I didn't find whatever it is referring to.
Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows. Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Incredibly red. Incredibly red. The cheek to say, oh, maybe you're looking in the wrong place. Like, you've not told me what I'm looking for. Curious. More cozy than a burnt out back. It looks like smoke over there, though. Hey, my sister is giggling like a gut. Forbidden door. Door. That's just a normal door. Not this door. Window outside. Night's fast approaching. Oh, hello. I will have all this. May as well take that, but you know, it's probably not a wise idea to. Eddie. The art of crispy meat. Doesn't know that. You're looking forward to a nice crispy piece of meat after a hard day of work, but your useless child who you instructed to cook it gives you a charred something instead. Investigate them. The problem stays the same. You are hungry. Means that there is no other way than doing it yourself. Walk to the fireplace, cut out a big bloody chunk of animal and throw it in the kettle. And lo and behold, slowly the pleasant smell of burnt life reaches your nostrils. Anything better than that? I don't think so. I disagree with the book. That sounds quite sinister. I imagine there's a lot of things that smell better than burnt life. I don't like anything that's described as burnt life. There's an awful lot of meat about them. That is absolutely a heart. Savory meat pies. Eat a jar of flour, garlic, beads, half a jar of meat broth, and a sugar. That doesn't sound too bad. Sinister thing I've found so far. I'll see my mother about. The hidden rooms. Her eyes. Oh, that smile.
I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
Where's the rest of the family?
What? Now when you look at that, I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
You forgot as well that they were dead. Real? You actually, my father, are you like a demon or a psychopath? I didn't kill them, it was the masked men. I didn't kill them, it was the masked men. I didn't kill them, it was the masked men.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all.
You don't
First,
remember it.
You set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Not that he killed them and he's projecting onto me. Got a lot of books on crispy meat and he's talking about my sister being set alight in her crib. I didn't kill them, it was the masked men. Apparently it's the masked men.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you?
I don't like this.
Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget.
This is a nightmare.
Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me.
What is this?
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
I'm in my happy place. I'm in my happy place.
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
What was nice about that?
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Shh, hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Gotta have been.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and...
Or you'd have a
well, not like this.
sock full of pennies
Some
to
things
beat me
never
with at the
change,
very
I guess.
least.
Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
I myself, what makes you think that? Probably that I wake up screaming and apparently I have a recurring nightmare about bringing my father a nice crisp piece of meat. I think I murdered my family. I don't know, maybe, but even if I do, what difference does it make? Or nonsense, those bastards from the temple killed them, not me. I know that. Masked men. I don't know what my role was in all of this.
None. You're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing.
That's quite
Only
civilized.
This whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Mind passenger, it's not our fault the ship is so poorly guarded. We couldn't have afforded a passage fee anyway, or me too. We'll have to pay our debt as soon as we've earned some money over there. Turn up like a year later and say, like, look, we stowed away on your ship. They might still have us arrested, so I'm not taking that chance.
Not our fault. Damn it, we're thieves. Frauds. And unlike you, I actually have a problem with that.
Alright.
But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Here we go, character creation. Half Chilean, included people from the inhabitants Delta Calais, led to have a lucid mind. Chileans are doomed as blessed businessmen, a rumour that can be ascribed to the Blue Island Coalition, which is Vin's biggest trading company and is located in Chile. Half Chileans start with a bonus to rhetorics, carrying capacity, sleight of hand, and marksman. Half Arazelian. Originating in the barren and steppe-like continent of Arazil, Arazelians are a divided people. While the nomadic natives in the steppes maintain their pantheistic traditions, the coastal inhabitants regard them as primitive and struggle for recognition as a fully fledged part of the civilized world. Half Arazelians start with a bonus to heavy armor, two-handed, health, and handicraft. Heavy armor's never really been my thing. Half Eterna. Native to the swampy continent of Myra Arana. Destruction of the land caused by decades of war forced many Eterna to escape to other countries where various destinies awaited them. Some pursued and disregarded them because of their innate magical talent, and revered them for it. Many Eterna earn their life as travelling minstrels. Half Eterna start with a bonus for elementalism, entropy, mana, and enchanting. Finally, half Kyrian, or Iranian. Iranians originate from the namesake desert continent, said to be both barren and inhospitable, at the same time known as a cradle of science, mysticism, and culture. While many foreign countries admire Kyra for its advanced culture, they are often deemed as heretical and immoral, especially on religious continents like Enderal. Half Iranians start with a bonus on light armor, one-handed, stamina, and alchemy, so that sounds more my pace. Don't think I want to be sword swashbuckling character. With what I know about Enderal's magic system, sounds like Half Eterna will be the way to go. Experience that. I'm gonna commit, we're gonna be a Half Eterna. And here we are, Half Eterna. Common background, we've got a few scars going on from the war-torn continent. Who knows what we've been through, who knows what we've seen. As we are apparently from a common background, we're going to go with a common name. No surname, just Fletch.
An Eterna, right. She was one of the last of her kind to leave Maya Awanath, wasn't she?
Apparently.
Ironic. Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit. Someone's coming.
Nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days. Back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway,
pretty sure most people are glad the good old days are gone.
I put that key.
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp!
That's a good call.
Good. Now, quiet.
Aha, here we go. Ah, smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the
Do you
crest
know
of
what
the Blue
beta
Island
balls
Coalition
smell
on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Where are we upstairs?
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Old one? The old one sounds like the tough one. I get ability. A lot of the first ones. Oh no, that's just a cultural bonus and it doesn't do me any. Oh my word.
Throw a hook to the face!
Oh,
Come on, dodge!
okay.
You can do it!
Apparently I've got the young one. Come on. Can handle this. That's right.
You'll regret this!
Probably. Not as much as you regret coming down here.
Oh man, oh man.
That's
That
not
wasn't
space
part of the
serious.
plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
Well, we're in too deep. We're not in so deep that we have to kill them. There is... Maybe we could turn ourselves in. We're in too deep for that, so we're going to have to tie them up and gag them when we arrive, and then we sneak out, because, you know, we're close
Yes.
there anyway.
Yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive.
See, exactly.
With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come
Oh.
on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something.
Had a little luck, we wouldn't have been found out in the first
when we
place.
made it on board.
Definitely having those clothes, if I'm wearing what you've been wearing.
Never be easy, can it?
Apparently not. Seabold, or Sebold. You know what, I don't care for your outfit, I'll just stick with what I got. Rope. No. I get some... Taking all that stuff from me at the beginning, of course, that's a dream. Oh, rope. There it is.
Poor lost souls.
Oh!
The probabilities have turned against you.
What the... Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance.
Yeah, we are.
But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
You gonna
What?
take that from her?
Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you, but sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
Oh!
What the...
Oh no.
No.
I want to go back to my happy
What are you
place.
doing, please? Just don't
Where's she
leave.
gone?
We just wanted to...
You okay? Oh!
After we had left Ostian, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Sounds about it.
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us. The war, we just wanted a second chance. That's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you.
Oh, good.
You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you. You know, we could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind.
Hoping
You
she's
are
very stupid.
cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain.
I don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship.
I think she's a bit of a
Pull
hypocrite
him up,
when it comes to
Ruger.
being a cutthroat.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine.
I
Tie
want
him
to.
and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Thank you. Ah.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
Am I having another nightmare? Well, if this is a nightmare, it sure beats swimming with the fishes.